an unfortunate phenomena, and an increasing phenomena in that today is that of gender-based violence and domestic violence. This is unacceptable in our teachings, especially how today domestic violence and abuse is understood. Islam has got nothing to do with it. Islam has greatly warned us in this particular regard. There is a saying which has been narrated by Ibn Asakir, also as a saying of our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Some ulama have said that it is not a hadith, but is a very famous saying amongst the scholars of our deen and the scholars of our religion. It is only an honorable man who treats women with respect and honor. And it is a despicable man who deals with women in an unseemly and inappropriate manner. He is a despicable man. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had said that in one hadith, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had said in Abu Dawud, do not strike the female servants of Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. Do not strike and do not beat up the female servants of Almighty Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. It would be noteworthy for us to remember that our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never ever lifted his hands upon any child, any slave, any servant, any woman. And those who like to say that we would like to follow the sunnah of our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it is worthy of mentioning, worthy of remembering that this was the sunnah of our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. How dare do people, they then say we want to follow the sunnah of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they want to beat their wives and their women folk, when Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never ever lifted his hand to strike women or to strike children or to strike his slaves or his servants. This is the ideal for which we should aspire towards. And one day our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as is made mention by Jalaluddin Suyuti Rahmatullah Alayhi, that when he came to know of certain people who were beating up their wives, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, these are not the better people in our community. These are the worst people in our community. Shararukum. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used the word and said, these are the worst of people in our community. How dare then we as a community will give respect and honor towards those whom Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said they are the worst in our community? How do we give respect and honor to those who dare lift up their hands and beat and strike their women folk? This is something that we have to take very seriously. And of course, it is such a beautiful aspect, something that we should always keep in mind, that what our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had said, خِيَارُكُمْ لِنِسَائِهِمْ, the best amongst you are those people who are the kindest towards their women folk. It is because of this that we find that women were given such a great role and such great virtue and such great kindness, that women in the time of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and in the earlier eras, they rose to such great positions of honor and eminence in every field, even in ilm, even in knowledge.